Crush.
Welcome to Crush Wednesday. Good to have everybody here and very excited for today's webinar, today's session today. So I'm Richard Turn, just making sure we were going live there. And today I've got a very special guest. We are talking about how to 3X your business. Who's interested in 3X in their business? Put their hand up now. And we're talking about Crush Wednesday. My special guest is one of our ninjas, Tracy Pendergast. Good to have you here.
Morning, Richard.
Amazing. You're in Shell Harbour, is that correct?
Yep, that's correct.
And you run a business called Fit Shape Health and Wellness.
Yes, for the last 11 years.
Last 11 years. So I want to talk all about Tracy's success and her journey being a personal trainer. It's a very interesting journey, and I think it's a real honest journey of why she became a personal trainer for. And for those who are tuning in on Facebook, simply say, hey, where are you tuning in from? What kind of business you're running? Because I do want to talk about, I think, one of your biggest successes, Tracy. And I think this is the one thing that I believe really makes you a legend in this space. And that's the one word I like to use is implementation. I believe, Tracy, you're just an amazing implementer. And I think that's one of the secret recipes for your success. But I'll find out that from you shortly. So, guys, if you are tuning in, just say hello. We are on the marketing page. So just simply say hello, where you're tuning in from. So, Tracy, I'd love to know a bit more of your background for the audience and where you've come from, because you've been in this space for a while. Take me through your journey and how you became a personal trainer. You know, what was that journey? What made you make that switch? What were you doing before?
So I've been a personal trainer for 17 years.
Yep.
I've got 3 children. So after I had my second daughter, I really had put on a lot of weight. I used to have these favorite pair of pants I used to wear all the time. And one day they just split up the seam. They weren't fixable. So it was either go up a size or do something about it. So I made a decision to lose weight. So I lost over 30 kilos after my second daughter. And then it was time for me to go back to work, because at the time I was working at Woolworths, and then had to go back to work, had to earn money, but I didn't want to go back to Woolworths. So after having lost the weight, I really wanted to keep it off. So I thought, well, how can I lose weight and earn money? So I studied Certificate 3 and Certificate 4 in fitness, and I actually started a kids business before I went into personal training.
Wow, what was the kids business?
I called it Kids Shape. So I used to drag my kids along with me. I hired a school hall, and after school we went twice a week and we did a kids program, and I did that for a few months. And then I had actually done work experience in a gym that had a kids class. So I said, put my hand up, I'll teach that class. And from there I got my foot in the door. And then a few months after doing that, the PT manager called me and said, hey, we've got a position in Wollongong, would you like to trial? So I did.
Wow. And so your progression as a personal trainer, when I say it was an honest one, it came from your transformation, and then you said, hey, this is something I might like, and then you became on a Cert 3 and Cert 4 certificate.
Yes. Yep.
Wow. I think that kind of resonates what the whole emphasis of personal trainer is, and that's helping somebody. Does that help you in your progression when you work with clients now? Does that help you to veer towards why they're training with you for? Is that a sort of selling point or advantage for you feel?
Yeah, I know what it's like to be overweight. I know how it feels to be not having very much confidence. Like if you got me on this call like 10 years ago, there's no way in hell I would be sitting in front of a camera doing this. Now you can't keep me off the camera. So it definitely has helped build my confidence. And when I feel that I've achieved that, then I love seeing that in my clients, just them coming in shy, hiding in the back of the room. And then now all of a sudden they're in the front of the room, you know, not worrying about what anyone else thinks. I love seeing the progression in my clients. Wow.
Guys, if you're tuning in now, this is Crush Wednesday. I've got Tracy Pendergast here, personal trainer, owner of Fit Shape Health and Wellness, and a ninja of ours at Marketing. And if you are tuning in, simply comment, love this, and just say hi, just so we know you are tuning in too. We do these Crush Wednesdays every Wednesday in our Crush Your Fitness Marketing group. Now, Tracy, we've known each other for about a year, is that right?
Yep, since I started the Ninja program.
Can you tell the story? I mean, apart from the 17 years of this history, let's dwell on a little bit, because I came to visit your premises a couple months ago, and what I found on the wall was so many certificates, and I'm loving that conversation a little bit. Tell me about your journey, because you didn't stop at Cert 3 and Cert 4. You then went on, like a lot of trainers do, and they qualify themselves up to all different areas. You're telling me just then you now opened up a trampoline class, first and only instructor in New South Wales. So tell me about the progression of learning for you. How is learning important for you? What have you learned over these 17 years?
17 years. How long have we got? I've got lots of certificates on my wall. I just love learning. I love bringing new things to my clients. I think with the fitness industry being saturated with so much stuff, I need to keep the variety for my clients. And I think when my clients have the variety, they stay, because they get something different every day. So I've done bar attack, I've done suspension, boxing, kettlebell training, and just every year I'm always doing something. And now I'm a yoga instructor as well. Ran my first retreat last week, and that went amazing. And it's just been an amazing journey. And I just love learning, and I love teaching other people.
Tell me about your setup at the moment. You're in a very unique space, Shell Harbour Recreational Club, and tell me how your structure and your business is set up at the moment.
Yep, so I'm at Shell Harbour City Stadium. It's in Albion Park, Croom Road. There are 2 rooms here in the stadium upstairs. When I first started in the stadium, I was in a small room, which would probably fit 8 people in, doing like Pilates on the floor with all my equipment around the room. And then as I grew with my client base, I then progressed to a second room. And so now I'm in a bigger room, which can have about 15 people on the floor. Plus, then I also have access to the netball and basketball courts in the early mornings as well.
Wow, quite an amazing space. How did you get that space initially? Was that someone moving out? Was that your thinking around approaching them? How did you actually get that space? Because space today, as a personal trainer, we've got outdoor training, mobile, but you're in a very unique space. I'd love to know how you did that.
Yeah, well, actually, one of my clients is the manager here, and she's been wanting to put a gym in the stadium for years. And she kept asking me, will you come? Will you come? And I was like, no, I didn't want to be here. I was in Mount Warrigal, which was about 15 minutes away, or not even 10 minutes. Just didn't want to come over to Albion Park. And then one day I had no choice. I was just like, okay, Sharon, can you have me? I'm here. And then I just made that big jump, and I was scared, but I just did it, and I haven't looked back.
Wow. Tell me about that transition, because I mean, this is you're a great ambassador and great leader for those, especially getting into the personal training space, but specifically moving out to their own location, because you were at home, so forth, and now you moved into a location. Tell me the barrier to entry in that. How did that work for you?
So I was at home for about 5 years. I had enough clients. Like, the whole thing was the money. Like, when I moved here, I needed to pay rent. Whereas at home, I didn't have to pay any extra. I didn't have any outgoings. I had a fair bit of equipment, so I was fine in that department. But then that also made me a bit more creative, because I didn't have lots of equipment like gyms do. I had the basics, kettlebells, dumbbells, bags and stuff. And then moving from home to here, I had enough clients just to cover my rent. Yes. But I didn't have enough clients then to actually earn an income for myself. So for the first few months before I started the Ninja program, I was just covering the rent.
Yeah. Do you think that's a big part of, we obviously work with a lot of personal trainers just like yourself, and it's not so much an uncommon story where people are working, but not actually making money. Was that in your mind at that stage, saying, hey, I'm working, when is that money coming? Because I think that's a lot of trainers are going through the same thing. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think I'm reading a book at the moment, but having more income come in, then suddenly the expenses go up as well. So I'm still feel like I'm in the same spot, not having any money for myself, but I'm gradually trying to adjust to having an income and paying myself.
Guys, if you are listening, this is a great interview. I'd love you to comment to say, is that something you experienced? When did you make that leap? Have you made that leap? And maybe there's some questions we can answer after. So if you are listening to this on live, just comment and say, where are you at the moment? Are you, what sort of trainer are you? If you are a personal trainer or gym owner, where are you? And are you working at home or are you working somewhere else? You're trying to get to a studio. I know a lot of trainers are trying to move into a studio. So this is a great conversation around that. So Tracy, we met about a year ago, I believe. We came to a Filex talk that I was doing in 2000, not last year, before that. That would have been 2018, is that right?
Yeah. So I came to your session at Filex last year, and I just hang on every word that you were saying, and I was just like, I wanted more. So I did what everyone else probably was doing, went on Facebook and started stalking comm marketing and started watching every single video that you were doing on Quick Wins with Comm. And then I think I got an email about the marketing program, the free day. What do you call that one?
Online marketing, yep.
Yeah. So I came to that event as well. And then again, I just wanted more because I learned so much just in that short amount of time, and I just wanted more. So from there, that's when I became a ninja.
Tell me the stage, because I remember having a conversation with my team, and like, you're in a position that you couldn't even afford any extra stuff because you weren't making, but you went away and you implemented a few things. I don't know if you remember what you implemented, but you implemented enough to increase your client base. Can you tell me about that period there?
Yeah, so to do the ninja program, I had to get at least 4 more clients to cover the ninja fee. So I asked my clients for referrals. I put out a special offer and I got some inquiries, and I had an upgrade on a membership. So I had 4 more clients. So then I was able to do the program.
And you said learning was a big thing for you. So anybody in that stage, and I love to know your experience, because anybody in any stage, I think, okay, well, I've got 4 more clients. Why do I need a program for? What's the outcome of that? Tell me, I guess, what you wanted to, you saw something in your business that you couldn't get to. Was it steps you didn't know how to get to, or was it like cycles back and forth? Why did you decide to sort of move into a ninja program when you just got 4 new clients? You know, anybody would say, great, that's amazing. I'm good.
Well, when you also get 4 new clients, you also get less clients. One comes, one goes.
The one comes, goes, one.
Being able to keep the clients and also then get more. So, you know, I might get 5 more clients and 1 drop out. You know, I wanted it to be continuous.
Very good.
Not just a short thing.
It is, because the personal training game is probably one of the best industries in the world, but unfortunately, if we do play the short game, it is a problem.
And that's what I was doing, yeah.
Let's talk about you as a learner, because you're an amazing learner, and I said you're a probably amazing implementer. I believe implementation is the key. Learning is great, but implementation is even greater. And David says retention is key. Yes, 100%. So there's a few things here. You've got to get new leads in. You've got to retain your members. You've got to train your members, and then you've got to kind of hold it together and continue to grow a business. So initially, when you came to Ninja program, what were you lacking? What was the thing that you were lacking?
Continuous leads.
Yep.
Low income. Like, I was just balancing the rent and not having a lot for myself. And just, you know, just having that continuous lead formation come in. That was the main thing. And trying to keep the clients.
So what did you mainly, you know, if you could sum up, you know, what you've learned over the last 12 months, and maybe I'm premature for this question, but I mean, what's the 1 or 2 things that makes you different now? Because you know what you said, Tracy, before, that I would never go on this live. And I remember we had a conversation about doing Facebook Lives, and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't do Facebook Live. And as you said, now you can't get off the camera. You're always on it.
Yeah.
The confidence was a massive thing for you. You know, besides confidence, what was the 1 or 2 items that you really have changed dramatically? And I'll tell you my opinion if you want, but if you can tell me what you think you've done changed.
So there's so much that I've learned in the Ninja program. I could be here all day, but I think because before the Ninja program, I was trying to target everybody. So one thing that I mainly learned in the Ninja program is to refine my niche, who I'm targeting, and know who they are and what their pain points are, and then trying to solve their problem.
And you've done a very good job at that. Let's shout out to your website. If you could just throw your website up there for everybody to have a look at.
Yep, my website is fitshapehealthandwellness.com.au.
Great. And so who are you targeting, Tracy?
I am targeting women only in my facility. I have 3 avatars. I've got the young mum who's struggling for time, is busy. She can bring her kids with her to train, so she doesn't have to worry about a babysitter. I've got the middle-aged woman, working mum, 9 to 5 worker, so they come early mornings and evenings. And then I've got the older lady who's retired or semi-retired, who wants to move better and live better.
Amazing. I love how you got your 3 avatars and you're like really clear on that as well. And what happens when you get someone else that comes into your business and says, listen, I want to train with you? Do you turn them away? Are you getting those people in now? What's this? How do you control that?
I'm getting the people that I want now, because like if I do get some person inquiring, so just say I did a couple of weeks ago, had a young girl, she was probably about 22, probably not fitting any of my avatars. She came once and she didn't come back. So she didn't quite fit the mold. So I don't turn them away, but they turn themselves away.
That's a great theory, and I think that is a huge part of any business, not just fitness industry, is that as soon as you go broad, what happens then at that point is that everything is split. So you got to try and manage this person, that person, and your systems and your staff and your clients. It's very daunting and very demanding for everybody to do. And so take that now to your Facebook ads and organic and your social media. How do you talk to that audience? Is that natural to you or unnatural, talking to those 3 avatars you just mentioned?
It's gotten a lot better, because before the Ninja program, I was writing to everyone and anyone. But when I refined my niche and my avatars, I now target each Facebook post to a certain group. So if I might have a picture of my mums training with their kids, I'll put that picture up and I'll write a post about mums, are you busy? Come train with your kids. So, and
I've got a question from Kate. Tracy, what marketing advice could you give us to generate leads on a regular basis? You kind of just talked about that. So let's continue that for Kate. So how often would you put this marketing out? What was the theory and what did you learn? We own the Ninja program, we teach a lot of items, but you choose 1 or 2 of the things you like and you consistently do that if that's working for you. What was your consistent marketing piece that you keep doing now?
Now it's videos. I keep doing videos and showcasing my clients, who are my ideal avatar, doing the exercise, because when they see someone who's not the skinny ideal body shape already, then they feel more comfortable and they see. And now after 12 months, I'm getting people message me asking, can I sign up? I've been following you for a while. And they're sitting there and they're watching and they've been following everything, my videos, I've seen your videos, so they already know me. They already like what I do. It's just now they're brave enough to actually come through and sign up.
Wow. Guys, if you are watching this is Crush Wednesday. I've got Tracy Pendergast from Fit Shape Health and Wellness, one of our amazing ninjas. And as I mentioned, she's a great implementer. So if we keep the word implementing going, you've been consistent and you're saying 12 months in, now they're starting to knock on your doors and say, can I join? Can I join? But you were sitting there 12 months ago. Yeah. Why do you think now they're knocking on your door for?
Because my posting from Instagram and Facebook is more targeted to those people who are watching.
Fantastic.
It's more refined. And my brand's out there now, so they know who I am, because I'm consistently posting every day, sometimes twice a day, 3 times a day. It's something every day.
Great. Well, guys, this headline is how to 3 times your business. So I've got to ask the question that people are asking. Tracy, tell me about where you were like 12 months ago. Tell me about where we are, like maybe number-wise or client-wise, whatever you feel more comfortable doing. And I think that I'm going to ask you a question, in regards to how to get those clients as well. So tell me about where you were and where you are currently.
So 12 months ago, I was earning around $900 to $1,000 a week, just covering my rent, a little bit for myself, but not a lot. And I had about 26 clients. Now I'm sitting around.
Sorry, Tracy, if I can butt in. These 26 clients, are they like PT clients or are they group clients?
They were both. So back 12 months ago, I had like 4 different memberships, 4 different levels. I had a 10-pack for this and a 10-pack for that. So since starting the Ninja program, I downsized it all and went just 2 memberships only. And now I'm sitting at 62 members with 30 purchasing a 10-pack. So they come once or twice a week. And now I'm earning anywhere from 2,100 to 2,300.
Amazing. And 62 clients. So pretty much I remember our initial conversation. So I sort of said, change this, change this, change this. And you kind of went ahead and did it. And you did it fast as well. And you didn't ask 1,000 things. You said, okay, I'm going to do this. And you did it. And you believed in that. So really, you got some high weeks and some low weeks, but it's pretty stable, your business.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how does that make you feel now? You know that you can put organic stuff out, you can put ads out, and you know that you've got that formula for success.
I constantly have to remind myself where I've come from and where I am now, because sometimes now I'm like, God, I haven't got a lead today. But then I remind myself, I've done really well since 12 months ago. Yeah. And, I'm getting inquiries every day now.
Fantastic.
Having conversations with people online, and then they just go ahead and book in.
But going from 27 memberships to 62, there was a thing that, you spent a bit of money on Facebook ads, but at the same time too, you've also done a lot of organic posts as well. Where did the growth come mainly for you, or in paid ads or organic growth, like free marketing on Facebook?
I had, so last year in September, I had a really great month. I did a Facebook campaign and I did a boosted post on 2 posts that I had. One was a video and one was my story with some photos of myself before and after. That's where I got a lot of leads on, and they were just a boosted post for $40 each. And I got a really big hit of leads there. I also ran a Facebook campaign a few months later, and I got lots of leads there. But now I haven't done paid Facebook ads. Every now and then I'll boost a post if it goes well, but now it's mainly organic.
Wow. I love how you say every now and again I'll boost a post for $40.
Yeah, maybe even less, maybe $20.
Wow. And this is a great story, guys. If you are tuning in, this is Tracy. Tracy's been on our Ninja program for the last 12 months. And we're talking now about, the little items, because I'm loving to hear stories, and I hope this is helping you guys. If this is helping you, just comment to say, awesome, that would be great, just so I can understand you listen to this. Because it's specifics that I believe help people to understand, okay, well, maybe on the right track, maybe what I need to do. But the one thing I'm hearing again and again and again, guys, I don't know if you're listening to this too, but I'm hearing niching, I'm hearing implementation, and I'm hearing consistency of your marketing, talking to that right niche. Would that sum up you in a nutshell?
Yeah, it would. I think learning all this stuff has been great, but what's the point of learning all the stuff if you don't go implement? So you just got to do the work.
Right.
And it's not easy. And it
not
takes
easy
time.
To do the work.
And it takes time.
Yeah, it does take time. Guys, if you've got any questions, let me know. Kate said, Tracy, what's the best advice on you to generate leads on a regular basis? I think that kind of sums it up. I've got a couple of questions for you. I would like to talk about, what you found the best part, because being a single personal trainer, solo personal trainer, sometimes I've been a personal trainer. I know it's like, it can get a bit like lonely out there, daunting. You've been coming into our Ninja program once a month. You come into our office here at our HQ. You're driving in from Shell Harbour. And what's kind of been the best thing about a Ninja program? What have you got out of it, apart from obviously, crazy numbers with your leads and your clients? What are the other things you got out of the Ninja program that's really helped you to be consistent?
I've got some great friends, some great contacts in the fitness industry now. I love coming up every Friday once a month, even though, sometimes the traffic is crazy and could take me 2 hours to get there and 3 hours to get home. But I do it because I love being surrounded by like-minded people. There's no judgment or competition. We're all there to support each other. And I love the community feel that you guys put out on the day. And even in the Ninja group, on the Facebook group, it's just, you know, you could put a question up there and someone's going to give you some feedback or give you some support and say, way to go, or maybe try this or try that. And that's what I just love, because working by myself, yeah, it gets lonely.
And is that once a month that you can actually connect with other business owners? Is that the only time that you have that time for yourself in your business?
Yeah, I allocated especially that time just to come up to be with other people.
And you have to sacrifice clients and you have to move them around. How does that make you feel when you kind of say, no, I can't do it here because I'm working on my business versus I'm working on you at this point?
I told all my clients this was what was going to happen. So I work before I come up. So on a Friday morning when I go to Sydney, I actually do a group PT and a boxing class, and maybe a PT client, half an hour, and then I leave straight away. And then I usually don't work Friday afternoons. That's my day off.
Yeah.
So I only had to kind of restructure the midday, and I just cancel the class. So I don't get a fill-in. I just cancel the class and I just tell my clients I'm working on my business, and they understand.
Amazing. Tell me about your clients, Tracy, because have they seen a difference in you personally and your business? I mean, how has it affected your clients now? Are they staying for longer? Are they getting better at what they do? Are they liking you more or less? You
can have a look at my Facebook and my Google reviews, and there's lots of reviews there now. They love the changes. They love that I always bring variety to my clients. They can see my confidence has grown. They don't like it when I go to Filex because I always come back with great ideas, and then they're like, oh no, what's she going to punish us with this week? They never know what to expect when they come to a class because every class is different. So I've had clients that I've had for 16 years. So I find when I get the right avatar in, they stay. I can always tell if they're a good fit, they'll stay.
Yeah, amazing. And when you're saying they're a good fit, they stay. What makes them? How do they know when they're a good fit? Is it just the community that you've built up now in your area?
Yeah, so it's the variety of classes that I have, and now I'm trying to create a community of these ladies trying to help and support each other. So I've got a couple of groups on Facebook that they get together and trying to get them to talk that way as well as face to face. Just building friendships as well, because there's no mirrors in my gym. Like no one's there taking selfies of themselves or anything like that. It's all very real, I guess.
Wow. I think that's a great thing. No mirrors in your place. And that really talks to that audience that you're going for.
Yeah.
Guys, this is the golden nuggets I'm getting out of this conversation. If you haven't caught on yet, we're talking to Tracy Pendergast from Fit Shape Health and Wellness, has an amazing business in Shell Harbour, went from 26 clients to 62 in under 8 months and continues to growing $900 to close to $2,300 and being consistent, most importantly. And it's a great success story for somebody who's been consistent. You came into our New Age Online Marketing program, you couldn't afford the Ninja program, you went back and you implemented the free things we gave you. It worked, you came back, and now you're consistently growing your business. I've got a couple of questions for you, Tracy, from Claire. How many group sessions did you start with on your timetable, and how many do you have now? Do you want to share that one?
When I first started, so before the Ninja program, when I moved over to the stadium, I had about 25. Yep. Now I've got 40.
40 classes, no PTs, right?
I know. 40 classes, that's include group PT, and then I have 6 one-on-one PTs.
Wow. So you can see that Tracy does a bit of work here, and opening up more timetables. See, people sometimes have less, but you're giving so much value to your members. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, there's so much. And, I just started a new program and they're loving it. So it's great.
And this is what I love about Tracy, guys. If you're not tapping on, that Tracy actually cares about her clients and just wants to give so much. And sometimes I say to Tracy, you're giving too much.
Yeah.
I've got this class I want to do. So well done to you. David Baum says, hey, Tracy, are you at a point where you could use an assistant trainer? Great question, David. This could help you work on your business even more. What are your thoughts about that when you're doing all these classes now? When are you starting to bring in your trainer? When you do this transition, Trace? But it's a great question for those in your position as well.
So I have 2 trainers at the moment that do 2 classes each a week.
Yep.
I do need someone to come in and help do some classes, but I need the right person. And the thing is, I offer unique programs that aren't available anywhere else. So I've got Jump Fit, I've got Bar Attack. Not many instructors are trained in these areas. I'm the first and the only for Jump Fit. So I need someone who's willing to go out and train up and do some things as well, or bring something unique to my business to help me out.
Great. And so it's finding that right person. But the thing I love about you, Tracy, is that you're not, you're playing the long game, not the short game.
Yeah.
So you're giving ultimate value and trying to find the person that can replicate you in this process here. Is it a hard thing finding new staff, Tracy?
If I actually went out and properly looked and advertised, I'm sure it could be easier, but at the moment I'm not actively looking.
Yep.
So yeah, it was, and even just the 2 instructors that I had, it was hard just to find someone just to cover those 2 classes for me as well.
Amazing. Guys, as I wrap up, Tracy, what's been the other things that having these increased numbers, 26 to 62 members, 900 to 2-3 a week, what has that done, not just for your business? Now let's talk about, your personal life. What has it done? What could you do now that you couldn't do before?
Well, last year I just went on a trip to New York at Christmas time. I was able to go off to New York, short notice. I was able to buy a new car. I bought myself a new laptop as well. So things now I can just go buy things I wasn't able to do before.
Wow. Yeah, I remember you said you're going to New York. I booked my ticket in 2 days, you're in the plane.
Yeah.
And around that time, tickets are very expensive. You got a new car. And at this time here, guys, what I'm hearing to wrap this up is that at the end of the day, why struggle in business when you don't need to? And I think, Tracy, that's what I've learned off you, going down to your premises, you've got all this learning. And guys, if you are in a position like this and you're struggling in your fitness business, and it's hard every single week, there are better solutions out there. And Tracy's reached out there. Tracy, what kind of advice would you give to somebody that was in your situation 12 months, struggling to kind of make, to get by, to make it all work? What kind of advice would you give to somebody 12 months ago in your position?
I would say join the Ninja program because it has helped my business. It's helped me personally grow, not only in income and clients, but just in confidence. Yeah.
Thank you, Tracy. Confidence. Guys, if you haven't seen Tracy's live, go and check Tracy out on socials. She's all over socials on her lives. Every time I go to Facebook, it's Tracy, Tracy, Tracy. But it's great because you know what, guys? You've got to be in people's faces, especially your audience. And sooner or later, they get the message that, hey, maybe I need to reach out and contact Tracy. Now, maybe I need to reach out and contact that trainer. Maybe I need to reach out and contact you. What worked 12, 24, 36, 48 months ago is not working today. It just doesn't cut it anymore. So, guys, make that leap and reach out. And we put Tracy's website out there as well. I think I've kind of gone through all my questions I want to ask you. Tracy, do you have anything else that you want to talk about, any hacks that you've done over the 12 months or any kind of random conversation to move into before we wrap up?
Yeah, look, a little hack that I've been doing lately is I've been building my page with likes. So when I get new people like my page, I'll actually go click on their page, give them a wave, and then send them a message via Messenger saying, hey, thanks for liking my page. If you have any questions, I'm here to help you. And so if I'm getting 1 or 2 of these a day, then I will do that. And then that leads to a conversation. And I did that, I think, a couple of months ago on the way home from the Ninja program. I started doing that. Yep. And I got the girl booked in, signed up on a trial offer.
Wow, just from liking your page.
Just from liking my page. That's one hack.
This is what I love about Tracy. Tracy implements so fast. She's got clients in the room and then when she goes home as well. And what you're doing, Tracy, is you're not spending much money, very little, mostly free tactics because you're putting the time and effort in versus trying to make an automated system. You know what? I'm running a digital marketing company, guys, and I don't love automation so much. I prefer conversations. So well done, Tracy, on your success, and looking forward to continued success in the future. And You just ran just quickly, guys, you just ran a yoga retreat last weekend.
Yeah. First time running a yoga retreat. I've been teaching yoga 2.5 years now, and my clients were asking, do you know anywhere to go to do a retreat? And I started looking into it, and the prices were quite expensive, $450, $500. And then you go overseas, they go into the thousands. So I was just like doing a class one day, and it popped into my head, why don't I do one? So I started thinking about it, and I thought I could do this. And I picked a date, I picked a location, and then I started to plan the session and told my clients, and they all loved it. So I sold the tickets through Eventbrite, which first time using that as well. And I got 20 people into the session. So not just my clients, I had about 6 people who weren't my members. And now 2 of those are now come into my business on the special offer as well.
Amazing, guys. What I'm hearing here again is it's all about trying new things as well. And you tried something, you implement it, you moved on fast, and now you can sort of see if you want to run a successful ongoing as well. And it's kind of like what we call hack marketing. Some people are just sick and tired of your regular ads or your regular content. Doing something different opens up more clients that will never in your funnel anyway. So that's a great hack. Claire from Swimler says, great hack. Tracy, hello. Helen is watching at the moment. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this session. We're going to bring more of these to you because I think we have some amazing people in our community, and everybody has their own hacks, their own style, their own system based on what they're learning. And that's the great thing, is that it's all unique marketing. And when it's unique marketing, it means that it's marketing for life, marketing not short-term. There's short-term hacks and there's long-term strategies, and it's all about long-term strategy combining with your short-term hacks. Tracy, you're an inspiration for a lot of people. So glad you came to my Filex session about a year ago, and a great story too. You last year you're actually the lead at Filex.
The event cruise coordinator.
Lead for event cruise, yeah. How many people did you manage there?
We had 100 crew members.
Amazing.
So yeah, I saw the Facebook post. They were advertising for a crew member, so I was actually taking over from a lady who had been doing that position for 30 years. So big shoes to fill. She was amazing. But this year I just applied and I had an interview over the phone, and I got the job.
Amazing. I love Tracy's confidence. I love your story. Thanks so much, Tracy. Really appreciate your time.
Thanks, Richard.
Guys, if you are watching, make sure that you join us in Crush Your Fitness Marketing private Facebook group. And if you are interested in the Ninja program, interested in taking your business to the next level, comment to say Ninja, and we can have that conversation with you guys. If not, I'll see you next time on Crush Wednesday. Thanks so much, everybody. Thanks, Tracy.
Thanks, Richard. Bye.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Crush.